Howdy, Donnie P here, and welcome to week number 22. Can you believe 22 videos so far? That's amazing to me how time is flying. So it's been a couple of weeks that I'm back now since I had the stem cell therapy, and honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. Knock on wood. Keeping journals of little things like, how long did it take me to get dressed, and how did I feel in the shower, and was I winded after coming back from walking to the mailbox and stuff like that. So I'm looking to see any little quality of life differences, and I know it's way too soon for any of that to manifest, but for the last couple of days, last 3 days especially, I felt extraordinarily well. And today is going to be a little bit different. What I plan on doing today is, I've been bringing you different vitamin rituals that I'm doing, and supplements, and enzymes, and energy medicine, and different healing modalities, and stem cells. And today, what I want to touch on a little bit is the mental aspect of living inspired, living positive, and just trying to have the right mental mindset, the right mind frame. So I guess I would call it, I'm doing a little bit of mind slash soul cleaning, something of that nature. And how many people out there that are watching this channel, talking to everybody, have something on their mind, something deep inside that they should have wrote that thank you letter or an apology letter, or there's somebody in their life they needed to tell something to, but they've kept it internal, they've kept it inside for a long time. I mean, I could just see everybody raising their hands, me especially. And what I've been studying is that the human mind is extraordinary. And if we're not feeling that great emotionally about something, if something is weighing heavy on us, that triggers certain emotions, and emotions make you feel. And when you start feeling a certain way and having these emotions, you start releasing certain chemicals. I've been studying, I've told you in some videos prior, I've been studying the works of Lissa Rankin, Mind Over Medicine, Bruce Lipton, The Biology of Belief. And these are people that espouse the virtues of how powerful the mind is and how the mind can control what the body actually feels like. I mean, there's a study, an actual science called epigenetics. And the basic premise of epigenetics is that our feelings and our thoughts are what trigger our genes. So you know how for years doctors will tell you, does this run in your family, and what was on your mother's side or your father's side? And now that's absolutely true. But what flips those switches on and turns those genes on? Why do some people with a family history of, say, heart disease or cancer not get it? I mean, it gets really deep here. It gets dicey. There's certain things in life that actually can trigger, I believe, and what I'm reading, your genes to express themselves. Okay, so maybe you have a trait that's there in your genes from family history, but will it get triggered? Will that switch get turned on for it then to express itself and you to get sick? And I think that if you have stuff on your mind, really heavy duty mental stuff, and things that you haven't asked for forgiveness for instance, I mean, I'm taking this as I'm really opening up my cover. I share everything with you guys, and I'm really going to share some stuff, going to get inside my head and my soul, and tell you a little story of what I recently did. But how many people out there, let me see a show of hands, that really need to write that thank you letter, that need to say they're sorry to somebody, that need to tell somebody in their life something that they haven't done. And the only person that's going to really know and judge is that person that you see in the morning in the mirror, and that person that you look at in the mirror before you go to sleep at night. So, let he who's without sin cast the first stone. I am definitely guilty as charged. There's stuff inside that I need to express. So, Cinco de Mayo, I got sick the next day. As you all know, went to the hospital for a week with really terrible pneumonia and respiratory failure. And while I was in the hospital, it was Mother's Day and my mother's birthday on the same day. So it's the first year that I wasn't able to get her something. and she wasn't asking for anything. And I decided, I'm going to mail her a gift, but I need to write her a letter. And when I was young, when I was 8 years old, my mom had a boy and a girl, Lee and Lori. I had a brother and sister, and I'm 8 years older. And my father had gotten really, really sick with multiple sclerosis. And he deteriorated, and things weren't that great. And it was a really painful time in my life. And I wrote her a letter. I bought her a gift. I bought her, actually, you guys are going to laugh at me. She was always talking about that pan that they have on TV. It's that Gotham steel. Nothing sticks to it. And I have some deep emotional things I wanted to get off my chest, I guess. Nothing sticks to it. It's sticking. I want to wipe it clean. I don't know how closely that parallels. It's kind of interesting. That's kind of uncanny. And I decided to ship that pan to her and write a little note that I'm going to read to you that I've enclosed. Okay, I'm going to read to you exactly what I wrote to my mother that I needed to get this off my chest. And here goes. Dear Mom, I want to wish you a very happy belated birthday and Mother's Day. I also want to take the time to say something that should have been said a long time ago, but to quote an old adage, there is no time like the present. As I get older and reflect on my childhood, I reflect on being unhappy, sad, scared, and mad at the fact that my father was so gravely ill with a horrible disease. I was so shell-shocked that my hero, judo teacher, musical agent, taking me to all his different company parties to sing, hero would chase down vandals with his Mustang and large circular keyring that acted as brass knuckles, friend of a larger-than-life tough guy, Howard from Chicago, who gave me a custom pool cue, and road trip companion who took me and gave me great nachas in his Mustang to visit his friend Kenny, the owner of Playtogs in Pennsylvania, and gave me my first taste of Sicilian pizza along the way, was at home lying sick and dying. I turned to drugs, I totally withdrew, and I only cared about my own feelings and self-pity. I did this without regard for how you must have felt, and I'm extremely sorry. You were ostensibly a single mother, taking care of two young children and myself. You were single-handedly keeping up a house, taking care of a sick husband, and genuinely trying to make life seem okay for all of us. This, by no stretch of the imagination, was an easy accomplishment. This was a monumental task that you pulled off amazingly well, and I can tell you now that I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your strength, courage, and fortitude. This was a long time coming, and I needed to get this off my chest. I love you very much, and I want you to know you have my sincere appreciation. Love, Don. So that is a copy of what I sent her. I wanted to share that with you guys. I needed to tell her that for so many years. For so many years I was ashamed that I only thought about myself as a kid and how I couldn't handle that my father was dying, and I just turned inward and I wanted to numb myself, and I just never really had I wasn't mature enough to realize what she was going through, and I see it now as I reflect on my life and as things are unfolding, and I needed to get that off my chest, and I feel like a big weight's been lifted. So I just wanted to share that this week, that, maybe there's something that you guys need to do to feel better. There's a certain something you want to say to somebody. It's good to clean the mind. You don't want to keep things weighing down on you. I know that this kept weighing down on me. It left scars from my past. And go figure, I have idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, lung scarring, and it left scars, figuratively and maybe literally. I don't know the correlation, but I think it's quite interesting. So just letting that go. Oh, it feels like a weight's been removed, and I feel like the stress is a killer. Stress has been relieved. No cortisol's being released and eating up my body. I just feel like $1,000,000. It feels like a load, a weight was just lifted off my shoulders, and she received that letter very well. she called me up and we had like a little cry over the phone, and she was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for writing that letter. Like it better than the gift." And we had a nice laugh, and that's pretty much it. So every week I try to bring you guys something to help get through this thing that we call life and make it just a little bit better. So spring cleaning, winter cleaning, summer cleaning, cleaning of all sorts. So cleaning of the soul and the mind and just getting things off your chest, writing things down and sending out stuff to people that you haven't done and always wanted to, you'll feel a lot better. And that's my video for this week. Tune in next week. It's Donnie P here. I hope you like my videos. Please give it a thumbs up and share these videos with your friends. I greatly appreciate when I get new subscribers, and leave your comments down below so I can write back and forth to you guys. You guys know who you are that always leave me comments. I certainly appreciate that. And I'm hoping everybody is feeling great, hanging in there, and as always, remembering, live inspired.